The word liberty in the Constitution meant the exact opposite thing in 2 consecutive years. In 1936, the Supreme Court struck down a New York minimum wage law because liberty of contract meant the government couldn't tell businesses what to pay women. Then, a grandmother named Elsie Parrish, scrubbing toilets at the Cascadian Hotel in Wenatchee, Washington for 22 cents an hour, sued for $216.19 in back pay. In March 1937, the court ruled 5-4 in her favor. Same word, same amendment. Liberty now meant the state could set a minimum wage. Justice Owen Roberts had voted the other way on a nearly identical law the previous June. And it happens with other words. In 1935, commerce among the several states couldn't reach a Brooklyn slaughterhouse. By 1942, the same 16 words regulated wheat an Ohio farmer fed his own livestock that never left his property. The Constitution says whatever the state needs it to say at that moment, and that's not a bug, it's the design. Edmund Randolph, drafting at the 1787 convention, wrote Rule 1. Insert essential principles only, so government would never be clogged by provisions that ought to bend with times and events. Madison published the theory. The words would remain obscure until their meaning was liquidated by adjudications. Chief Justice John Marshall said the quiet part in 1819. It is a constitution we are expounding, meant to be adapted to the crises of human affairs. The Constitution is 4,400 words. The average state constitution runs 39,000. The average national constitution lasts 17 years. France has gone through more than a dozen since 1789. The American one absorbed a civil war, 2 world wars, and the New Deal without being replaced. Because it doesn't try to legislate utopia. It's a thin coordination mechanism. Who decides, how power transfers, and what the branches owe each other. Everything else gets filled in by whichever branch has the mandate at the moment. The Soviet Constitution of 1936 guaranteed work, rest, education, and free speech. Its lead drafter was shot under it within 15 months. Specify your utopia and you schedule your own funeral. The American document survives because it barely says anything at all, and that silence is exactly why it works.